Have you ever walked past an ordinary building and had no idea that history happened there on the exact spot where you stood? Well, today, we're beginning a new series here on Passport and Soul as we search for locations connected to the Underground Railroad in New York. But first, I'm Cassandra from Passport and Soul, where we help midlife BIPOC travelers reduce travel stress and design culturally meaningful experiences that leave you restored and not exhausted. Now back to the video. One of the things that we're passionate about here at Passport and Soul is connecting with cultures, including our own. And for us, that means not just reading about the history, but experiencing it whenever possible. So, we decided to spend some time exploring places in Manhattan that are connected with the Underground Railroad. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Underground Railroad, it was a secret network of people, homes, churches, and safe locations that helped enslaved Africans escape bondage during the 1800s. Some found freedom in northern states. Others made the journey to Canada, and some traveled all the way to Mexico. The people who helped them were known as conductors. Many were abolitionists, as they were opposed to slavery. They were ordinary people who risked their livelihoods, their freedom, and sometimes even their lives to help others find theirs. They were ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And of course, one of the most famous conductors was Miss Harriet Tubman, who repeatedly returned to the South and personally helped at least 70 enslaved people escape. As African Americans, this history is deeply personal. The courage of these individuals and the courage of the people who sought freedom helped to make our lives possible today. And that's why this journey felt so meaningful. So in this first installment, we're visiting two locations connected to the Underground Railroad in Manhattan. Our first stop was the Hopper Gibbons House. It's located at 339 West 29th Street, and it's one of the last remaining documented Underground Railroad homes in Manhattan. This particular house belonged to James Sloan Gibbons and Abigail Hopper Gibbons, who were Quakers, abolitionists, and active supporters of freedom seekers. What was really wild about this home wasn't just its history related to the Underground Railroad, but something else that happened later. During the New York City draft riots of 1863, which was a response to the federal government's institution of a mandatory military draft, the house was attacked and set on fire by rioters. So it's amazing that it's still standing today. The family escaped across neighboring rooftops before eventually returning and rebuilding the home. Now today, when you stand in front of the building, it's really impossible not to notice the contrast. This historic home sits in the shadow of the massive glass skyscrapers of Hudson Yards. It's old New York and modern New York standing side by side. I want to pause for a second and ask you something. Have you ever visited a historical site that made you feel personally connected to the past? Maybe it was connected to your family, your culture, or your community. Tell us about it in the comments because we'd love to hear your story. Our second stop was to the home of David Ruggles. And I have to tell you, the more that we learned about him, the more impressed we became. David Ruggles was born free in Connecticut and became one of the most important abolitionists in New York City. David was a writer, a publisher, an activist, an organizer, and, of course, an abolitionist. He bought a printing press and he published abolitionist materials, including a newspaper that he called the Mirror of Liberty. And of course, he also took action. In 1835, he helped establish the New York Committee of Vigilance, an organization dedicated to protecting freedom seekers and fighting against slave catchers. He worked to secure the legal representation for captured fugitives and helped hundreds of people who were seeking freedom. And in fact, historians estimate that he may have personally assisted as many as 600 freedom seekers. Another cool fact, he actually sheltered the late, great Frederick Douglass when Douglass made his bid for freedom from Maryland. So Douglass was able to actually stay at David Ruggles' house on his journey to becoming a free person. The building is located at 36 Lisbernard Street today. It is a beautiful red brick structure on the corner. It's changed over time and it's much larger than it would have been during Ruggles' lifetime. But being able to stand there still felt extremely significant. And the New York Landmarks and Preservation Foundation actually has a plaque on the side of the building to let you know that it is a stop on the Underground Railroad and let you know a little bit more about what David Ruggles did while he was there at that building, which is some of the things that I told you about earlier. Because this actually wasn't just a building. This was a place where lives changed, where freedom was protected, and where someone made the decision to help others despite the risk to himself. And that's what we loved most about this experience. It wasn't just about architecture. It wasn't just about checking off another attraction. It was about standing where history happened and putting our feet on the same ground where people fought for freedom and feeling connected to a story that in many ways is our story, the history directly related to us and somewhere along the line, our ancestors. This is just the beginning. There are many more stops along the Underground Railroad and many more Underground Railroad locations throughout New York City that we're planning to explore. And we'll be sharing those experiences in future videos. So if you're interested in history, culture, and discovering the stories hidden within the places that we visit, make sure you're subscribed to Passport and Soul. And before you go, let us know in the comments, which historical figure from the Underground Railroad would you like to learn more about? We'd love to read your answer. So there you have it. Until next time, travel slow, travel well, and travel with soul.